Welcome to Toffee TV. It's instant match reaction. Everton have got through to the third round of the Carabao Cup after beating Lincoln City 4-2, and Everton will face Sheffield Wednesday away in the next round, which isn't the worst. It isn't the worst draw in the world. I know Sheffield Wednesday have started the season pretty well, but considering that we probably all thought we were going to get one of the teams coming in from one of the European teams, it's not the worst draw in the world. But anyway, that's for another day. Everton obviously put out a strong side for this. A lot of players I thought would play did play. The likes of Sadivi, the likes of Awobi, the likes of Moise Keane, Fabian Delph. I was a bit less happy to see the likes of Holgate play. But, I mean, Jordan Pickford played and Dean played and Michael Keane played. So, and I think for a bit of extra security, we had Sneijder playing as well. I suppose if you want Holgate to play in a game, you want him to play in that game and not play in a Premier League game. So, yeah, because he wasn't great. He had times where he just looked like he wasn't concentrating, which I think is his biggest problem. I don't think anyone questions whether he's a good defender or not. I just think he switches off and ball watches. But anyway, we started the game in the worst possible way. They scored after 20 seconds, completely fell asleep down the left, fell asleep in the middle, and the lad, to be fair to him, finished it really well, considering it was his first touch in the game. So straight away you could sense the upset, sense Sky rubbing the hands and people sharpening their knives, let's say. But to be fair, we calmed down. We got ourselves back into the game, playing football, moving the ball. Still a bit too slow for me. But we started to create chances. We started to make chances. And, okay, not a lot of clear-cut stuff, but just a lot of good balls into the box. Maybe a little bit too predictable and a little bit too easy for Lincoln to deal with. But we started ramping it up a little bit more, and we got a complete foothold in the game, and they really didn't have any more chances in that first half. I think we had something like 75% of the possession, and we just kept on cranking it up, really, just moving them around. And then it takes a set piece to get us back into the game, which Luca Dean stepped up and dispatched absolutely brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly. Doesn't matter what team you're playing. It doesn't matter who's in goal. That was just an incredible free kick to get us back into the game. Moise Keane hit the post. Richarlison had a couple of opportunities. We really should have gone into half-time very comfortable. But we didn't. You know, we didn't. And I think in the first half, you've seen a bit of the emergence of Awobi, very direct. Just wants to do a lot of one-touch passing, a lot of one-twos, moving into space, which I thought was really good, really refreshing. Moise Keane, again, trying to try all the little tricks, trying to be very direct. He was very unlucky when he hit the post. You can see the player that's there still, you know, needs to get fit, needs to get matches under his belt. I can understand why he hasn't been playing games. I thought tonight was the perfect opportunity to give him a start. Whether he keeps that shirt, I don't know. He tired into the second half, become less effective, certainly playing as an isolated striker. I think that position up front for Everton is really difficult for whoever. It doesn't matter how good you think the centre forward is at Everton Football Club. It's a very difficult role because they find themselves very isolated. And that's not their fault. Now, maybe if he starts from a deeper position, there'll be more players around him, but it is up to those wide players to join up with him a little bit more. But Richarlison's got to get fitter. Awobi, I don't know where they'll play Awobi, but they need to find somewhere for him to play, because I thought against Villa when he came on, and tonight I thought he was excellent, really, really good. He just wants to drive forward. He's not bothered about all the little one-touch sort of pass we do. He just wants to get forward. and he wants to move the ball forward, and he wants to take it forward. I think that's exactly what we need in this team, a bit of directness with the ball. I think that's something we've been missing massively. And I think if you've got a player like that, that drives everybody else to want to move the ball faster, and also gives people options as well to move the ball faster. So I thought he was excellent tonight, and I think there's definitely a place for him in the first team. I don't know, what the manager will decide that place is, but there's definitely a couple of players in the team now who have to up their level if they don't want to be sitting on the bench. And that's what's good about the players we've seen tonight. 4 players have made their debuts tonight, and they'll be all knocking on the door. I thought Sidibe started the game slowly but got into it and looked effective and looked strong and looked like a bit of a powerhouse, and even at times have a little bit of a fight with the ball boy. I think he started slowly and it took him a little bit of time to get used to the pace because it was frantic, but I thought once he got into it, I thought he looked okay. I thought in the middle of the park, Delph tried to use the ball really effectively, didn't always come off, but I thought he tried to use the ball effectively. Wobie, as I said, and Moise Keane, as I've said, you can see what's there. I think Wobie is pretty much ready to play first team. I'm not sure Moise Keane is going to last a full game, let's just say. Delph got a good, 65, 70 minutes under his belt. That's really good. And I thought at times tonight we looked really good. At other times I thought we looked... I don't know if sloppy is the right word. We just didn't... At some point in the game, we just didn't take the game to them enough. Certainly when we were 2-1 up, I thought we needed to really go at them, and because I thought the more time we allowed them on the ball, the more they come into it. And for me, I thought we just needed to push and push and push. And when we went 3-2 up, we actually started to do that. When we went 3-2 up, we went for that 4th goal that killed the game off, and we got it. Second goal calmed everyone down a little bit. Snidling got fouled in the box. Good penalty by Sigurdsson. Then they score. I mean, it's a worldie of a goal, don't get me wrong, but it's poor in the build-up. We allow players to just run round. We're going in half-hearted, and they're just running round, and they got a ball into the box. Keane heads it away, and Sidibe's not quite in position, and Richarlison's not quite back. And to be fair, he's still got a lot to do, and he does it really, really well, so fair play to him. But we kept going, and we got the goal again. We kept on trying to get the ball out wide there. Fullbacks were tucking in quite a lot, and we were trying to get the ball over the top of them. Sigurdsson put a really good ball in. Cenk Tosun did really, really well to put it back, and Iwobi finishes it really, really well. Iwobi had a shot, I think a 2-1, where he put it just wide, like a little knuckle shot. And he looked like he looked tonight, and I thought the same of him on Friday, like a player who was determined to score. And you can't have enough of those in your team. You can't have enough. Richarlison looks like that when he's fit. He looks like a player who's determined to score. We just need that for more of our players. Like, you look at Bernard, and Bernard's the kind of player that you think is happy to put a ball into the box. Dominic Calvert-Lewin looks happy to do his job, where Richarlison doesn't look happy unless he's trying to score. And I thought the same with Iwobi tonight. He was desperate to score tonight, and he got his goal. And it was a really, really good goal. Really well, smartly taken header. And we kept going, and we kept the ball intelligently. They had a couple of moments, not too much, but a couple of little moments. And then Luca Dean, lovely little work on the left, throws a great ball in. And Richarlison had just had a header that was on target, but was headed over. And then he bulleted this one in, and it was a really good goal just to get his season up and running with a goal. And it was just really nice to see us get 4 goals. It didn't feel like four, like we'd run away with the game. It was a tough game. And some players will benefit, I think, from actually it being a tough game tonight. But we wore them down. I mean, at one point, the goalie was on the deck. They'd already made 3 subs, and someone else was on the deck. So we wore them down. We did what we should be doing as a Premier League team. And going 1-0 down tonight, some teams could have just fell to bits at that point, but we kept going, and we persisted, and we got our rewards in the end. And most players did something. I thought Sigurdsson got on the ball a little bit more, used it more effectively, got wide a lot more as well. got into wide areas and put really good balls in, which is what we don't see a lot of that at the moment. And we won the game. We're in the hat. We're playing Sheffield Wednesday in the next round, and that's the most important thing. And we go into Sunday's game with, Moise Keane with another 70 minutes under his belt, Delph playing a game, Sidibe playing a game, Iwobi with 90 minutes under his belt, and all the other players as well, all the other players who haven't started the season brilliantly. I've got another game. Holgate's got 90 minutes under his belt, and that's, the manager took it seriously. He's taking it seriously because he put Pickford in. So he's taking it seriously, and it's not like there was any kids in there or any kids on the bench. It was full strength, and it was full strength on the bench. So he took it seriously, and I think the players responded, although it was a difficult start. And the only thing for me was when we were 2-1 up, as I said, I would like to have seen us just take the game to them a bit more, because I don't think they had anything unless, they didn't even have the option. When we played McGoodison, they had all the set pieces and everything. I think we dealt with that all brilliantly tonight. And long ball, I thought we dealt with it. It was actually when they got on the ball and started moving the ball, I thought we looked a little bit nervous. And a 2-1, I just would have liked to have seen us gone and shut that game out. I think that's what we've got to start doing as a team in every game, is being braver and more clinical and go and take the game to the opposition, because we've got the players. I think sometimes it's that nervousness that costs us games and doesn't get us goals, where we sit off and just start playing those stupid little passes, and then it gets intercepted, and before you know it, we're defending on the edge of our own box. So we've got the win. Great goal from Dean. Good goal from Richarlison. Debut start goal for Iwobi, and that's all you can ask for, isn't it? That is all you can ask for. We're in the hat, and we scored 4 goals, and we can look forward to Sunday's game now against Wolves at Goodison Park. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one. Make sure to check out my player ratings as well, and any other videos we put out linking to this game. Don't forget to give this video a like if you like it. By the way, can I just say as well, Lincoln, excellent. You were excellent. Is any Lincoln fans watching? Your team was excellent tonight, and as fans, you were excellent tonight, except for the booing of Sidibe, which was a bit pathetic. But there you go. It was all a bit, pantomimish, but it's fine. So give this video a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want more great videos, including live videos, I'll be live tomorrow at 5 o'clock over on Patreon. Come over and check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.